And today we are talking about reasons for marriage. And the question that we asked you on the streets was, why do people get married?
Hi, Chatspot. My name is Fidel. I'm a student from the University of Nairobi. The reason I believe that people get married is to fulfill the societal, rules, and maybe to fulfill their own urge of companionship and having a nice life with someone they love. Yeah.
Hi, Chatspot. I'm Korea War. And I guess people do get married because they need that companionship, to be together.
Hi, Chatspot. My name is Slim. Personally, I can say I can only get married for conjugal right.
Hi, Chatspot. My name is David Oyonze Tindi. In my opinion, I think why people marry. Maybe uko na dem, mlikuwa mnadetiana, maybe amepata ball. Utafanya aje? What happens? Akikatalia kwako inabakia umemuoa.
Hi, Chatspot. I think people get married because of one or two issues. One basically is to start a family together. Two, to grow together.
Those are some of the reasons you guys are getting married, honestly. No wonder marriages are failing. Yeah. You don't marry someone just because you got them pregnant. There's co-parenting. But anyway, ladies, what do you think are the reasons for marriage?
I think we can't really dispute what they're saying, even the conjugal rights one,
because
truly that is one of the reasons.
But
that's not like the main reason. I think the vast majority of us know what marriage is. And let's just go back to the Bible. The proto-humans, which is Adam and Eve. When God created Adam, he decided that man should not live alone. So for friendship purposes, he built Eve from Adam's rib, right? And then also akaona there is a garden that needed to be tilled. Inaitangwa kutoil na kutil for a garden. So aka create this person as a helper to help this man actualize the dreams of living in the Garden of Eden. Also sexuality, so that we can have kids. So inaitanga procreation. So there's so many reasons, but so many people right now are getting married for one reason. They think marriage is gonna give people happiness, and that's not true, because I think like happiness is a byproduct of a healthy marriage, So if you get into a relationship because you feel there's a void that needs to be filled so that you can be happy, then that's why marriages are failing nowadays.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say this. A lot of people get married because society, one, expects them to be married at a particular age or to be married to someone and be Mrs. Someone. Two, marriage is not an achievement. It's not an end goal. It's not it shouldn't be part of your, the way you have a vision. You can, you can want to get married, but I feel what in goal, it's an achievement. I got married, so it's an achievement. Because now you see, you put pressure on yourself to get married, and sometimes when you put that pressure on yourself, that means there are people who are putting pressure on you as well. So you get married because people expect you to be married. You marry the first thing that comes and walks your way, and you end up regretting a few years down the line. Something else people marry, of course, because you got someone pregnant, and all of a sudden ama ile yenye mtu alianza kuishi kwako na kamua endi na hivyo ndio ikakuwa tena mmeoana, you get. But now it becomes a marriage based on conditions. I'm here, so that's why we are married. But everything else, every aspect of that relationship that you guys have, it doesn't even respect what marriage is. I'll take you to the Bible. In the Bible, when God says, not even God, Jesus says, if you want to get married, well and good. And if you don't want to get married, at the same time, it's okay. It's a choice that you make. If you choose to live for him and be celibate, it's a good choice that you make. Because that means you don't have to be worried. Hey, my wife, sijui atanicheza, atanifanyia nini, because you're out there doing the work of God. But at the same time, if you get married, you need to do it right, and also to have the right intentions in the marriage. And of course, you have to have the values and have a character that is equivalent to your partner in the same marriage. Because if you don't respect love and you're honest to your person and you're loyal to that person, it's rather ukwe tu mtu wa dunia, una tofauti, ni venye tu umejiwekea title yenye iko sealed, but you're not living as a married person. It's sad. Society yetu imekubali mtu, you're married but you're out there doing whatever you want to do, and we've made it so normal, like it's okay, but it's so wrong in all ways. So marry for the right reasons with the right intentions. Yes.
Yes, and we have to take a very short commercial break, guys. When we come back, we want to hear from you. Why are you married? Why do you want to get married? Socrates says something, when you marry a good wife, you'll be happy. And when you marry a bad one, you'll become a philosopher. How true is that one? We're going to take a very short commercial break. We'll be right back.
Yes, I'm quite curious about the feedback you guys are going to give us in relation to why people get married. You're always, making our days, but hey, 111 444 is our SMS line, so be sure to send in your feedback. Kama pale kwenye Facebook Switch TV Kenya, drop the comment and tell us why people get married. Why do you think people get married? And of course, seeing Cheryl Harold anasema, loving the show, I'm watching from Kitale. Kush, you really looking good today, thank you. I'm seeing Cynthia Morgan anasema, hello beautiful ladies, all looking gorgeous. My gal Kush, please say hi to me, I love your makeup. Thank you. Hi Cynthia Morgan. Oh, there's a rapper called that in Jamaica. Okay. Jambi Shiko anasema, looking great ladies, marriage mostly because it's kind of a societal goal, but also for companionship. Who wanna feel lonely throughout? Tuned in from Embu. Chindia, aitwi Cynthia, anaitwa Chindia. Amesema napenda hairstyle ya Joyce. Alafu you ladies are the most beautiful ladies in a beautiful show. Lots of love. I'm seeing Racha anasema massive Nak City hadi tamati. Lanette loud and clear. Tattoo ya Bay never. Maybe tattoo ya Mommy I can. And Kufu anasema these ladies look beautiful. God bless you all. Blessed evening people. And I'm seeing Kenyan Carbon anasema my favorite show. Hi Nana, my best of the best persons that I look up to. Nawapenda sana na siwezi miss show. Ata Nakamote. #chatspot. Do you guys have any more feedback?
Yes, let me sample some of your SMSs here on our SMS line 111 444 for 1 shilling only. Hi girls, I love you all. Nana, my crush forever. Joyce, wacha tu nakupenda. Tracy, sijakusahau nakupenda more. Lucy Minor from Nakuru Milimani. Thank you very much Lucy, tunakupenda pia. Hello ladies, mnakaa tu fiti sana. You people look amazing. Kwanza ni I think imejikata hapa, I'm sorry. And then there's someone who's saying ni Jenny Chatspot. Joyce anakuanga unakuanga ama anakuanga ameandika anakuanga. Oh, unakuanga umeni nice. That's what you meant to write. Okay. Asante sana. Hi beautiful girls, Anne from Udhiru, keeping it locked. Asante sana. Hi guys, my name is Megan from Ngara. 8 years old. Please shout out to me. 8. This show is GE, right? PGE. But shout out to your mom. Or whoever is letting you watch this show. Or auntie. Whoever is letting you watch this show. Yeah. Big up yourself. And then acha nisome mwisho. Brown Mauzo will see darkness saa 6 mchana, but uzuri ata badilisha tatu ikue Vera ilisidikana.
Oh my god, that's shit, you guys.
You guys are funny. You guys are funny. Keep those SMSs coming.
Yeah, guys. But let's continue having this conversation. Why are people getting married? And most of the people, I've noticed something when it comes to marriage and people, men and women. There's such a big seismic shift when it comes to these two people, because men walk into marriages hoping nothing changes, and then women walk into marriages hoping everything changes. We even pray for our men to change. Why is there such a, like a seismic shift when it comes to both genders?
I feel like the generation that came before us didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
Like, I feel that's why I've grown up around women who've never brought up marriage. All my aunties and my mother, no one has ever told me, hey, maze, si unazeeka, si uolewe, si you have a child. I think it's because for them, they wish it was an option. Yeah. But then they knew you finish high school, you get a job, you get a husband, you get married. There was no other way of doing things. If you did things any other way, you are like an outcast. You know what I mean? So I think I'm very grateful to be around women who don't force me to get married, especially because, oh, you're 30 now, you should get married. I'm like, no, I should not. I'd rather be happy first. You know what I mean? And I think that's the thing. Be happy first as a person, as a whole, before you go and find someone else. Because imagine how beautiful it is if you're both happy and then you come together. That's going to be magical.
So that changes more when it comes to, I think, the cognitive narrative, where it's the experiences that you've seen that shape you like for the next chapter in life. If it's marriage, the experiences that you've gone through is what makes you either want to be in that marriage or not want to be in it.
That's true.
Yes,
that's true. Because for the longest time I wasn't very convinced about marriage. I don't know where that came from. I think I had my own commitment issues, but you know, it's okay to not want to get married because I was there at some point, but right now I'm like, where's my future husband? It's okay to change your mind.
Oh, Felix.
Change your mind.
Felix.
That does make sense. But I'm like, you know, at the end of the day, I always say this: you can get married at your early 20s, you can get married at your late 20s, you can get married in your 30s or in your 40s or in your 50s. At the end of the day, we all have different timelines. We all have different personalities, and our lives are very different. So the paths we walk are very different, and that determines, you know, if you're going to meet your person now or you're going to meet them later on in life. So you can't compare your, you know, because you got married in your 20s, maybe your early 20s, and you're like, mimi niliolewa nikiwa sijui nini wewe bado unaget. So at the end of the day, the age doesn't matter. You might get married in your early 20s, and by the time you're getting to 30 or 40, already you are maybe going through a divorce, or maybe didn't work out, or you're in a very bad marriage. Ama you can get married in your 40s or even 50s and you live a very happy life. So at the end of the day, a timeline doesn't matter. We have different lives, we're different people, and we can't all get married at the same time.
And let me just,
we can't. It's life.
That's true. And let me just add, co-parenting, I mean, having a child is not a reason to get married. Because you should have both thought about that before you had unprotected sex. I'll always say this, but now that it's happened, you work with what is there. Because I have a friend of a friend who did that. He got a girl pregnant and was like, no, I have to do the right thing. They even did a rorasho and everything, and they lived together, and everyone around him knew she's not a good woman. Even his own grandmother could see that this is not a good woman. You know what I mean? For a show to hate on someone, like she's seen things that other people are not seeing. But at this point, everyone had seen it. But he really wanted to force issues and be a good person, because you know he's such like a sucker for love. He's always wanted to get married, but now he's married, happily married. But he was like, I have to do the right thing. Like, I think they didn't even stay together for more than 6 months. That he just left. He left everything in the house and left so that he could just leave her.
And then you may spend so many years, you know, resenting this person because you settled because you were forced to settle, you know. So sometimes it's just about you. But I also ask myself, is marriage really for everyone? Because I have a friend of mine who does not want to get married, and she has her own reasons. And society just inflicting that pressure on her is totally something else, you know. So
okay.
I don't think marriage is for everyone.
Yeah, marriage is not for everyone. That's why I was saying, even in the Bible it says, if you can't stay away from being a womanizer or a manizer, sijui kama mwanamke ambaye
hata yeye akue
man eater.
If you can't do that, get married, have one person, you get. But if you can, like, it's rather you stay what? Single. That's why they say it's not for everyone. The same thing, celibacy is not for everyone. You get, you make, it's always a matter of choices. Do I really want to get married? Because there's no point of you getting married to someone, then you make that person's life miserable just because you didn't want to be in that space, some of that, you know, in a marriage setup. Ama you are married and then you're acting like you're a single person.
That's true.
You get. So heri ukae tu.
And always dreaming of, you know, one day I will get married doesn't mean you should get married to the next person who proposes. You know what I mean? Because a lot of these things, just like any relationship, when you are engaged to someone and there are red flags, imagine that's time to like call it quits. Like, how many weddings have we seen that cost 5 million, 3 million, and a year into the relationship you found out, oh, this guy didn't even go for the rorasho, walikuwa wamekosana. You're like, you still got married? Like, somebody don't show up for their traditional wedding, and you still got married in a wedding that cost 3 million.
Oh my God. Anyway, guys, let's just help you guys, because not like we know everything, but we know a little some. It's time for advice for you. Before 111 is the SMS line.